Of course, my neighbor decided to start mowing their lawn the second I sit down to do this. Anyway, hi, I'm Kat. I'm a comic artist and illustrator, aspiring local cryptid. I started this channel to help build my confidence in talking about my art and to help motivate myself to work on my projects. We've got another vlog today. I was hoping to have something non-vlog to put up this week, but I didn't get there, so we're going to do a little update. Let's see here. So Jack update. If you watched my last vlog, you'll know my oldest cat had a little bit of a emergency a couple weeks ago. Actually, a week and a half ago. He's doing a lot better. He's still a little wobbly on his feet. Isn't quite ready to jump up on things, but he's doing a lot better. He had a recheck with the vet this week, and he's doing really well. The vet put him on a steroid to help the antibiotics do their job. We're going to go in next week to do a recheck to see if he's going to get another course of antibiotics, or if they think that's done enough. But she was pretty happy with the way he's doing. I'm happy. He's my sassy little guy. He's active. He's been playing. It's been really great to see him improve. So that felt really, really good. Other things. I'm actually not wearing athleisure today. I actually put on real clothes. My hair is a little bit of a mess, but it'll do what it wants to do. I think I'm pretty dang cute. Maybe slightly ruined by the pink slippers. But that's what you get from me sometimes. I am at home. If I leave the house and I do have to go grocery shopping, I'll put on, real shoes. I hear the old man moving. Hang on. I didn't leave the chair where he could get off the desk. I'm so sorry, buddy. So there's Jack. The old man, he's doing good. He's cranky. He just woke up. Anything else? Ooh. So, I don't really have a reading update. I'm still reading or working my way through Pink Eraser Art. This book is pretty good, a little inspiring. I've been doing a lot of eraser carving. For fun reading, I'm still reading The Obscene Bird of Night. It's an interesting book, but it's a lot, and it's really weird, and my brain needs to be more on to read it. I keep trying to read it before I go to bed, and I keep falling asleep. That's not an insult to the book, it's just I'm tired, and it requires a little more brain function. Other personal updates. I suppose I'm attempting to get back into eating a little bit better. I tend to get stressed out or mildly inconvenienced, and all of a sudden my eating habits go right out the window. I've been eating way too much fast food over the last couple weeks. And I'm not going to shame anybody for their eating habits. For me personally, I know that I feel better if I eat a little bit healthier. I'm not, what do they call it? Clean girls, whatever. I'm not real big into that. I'm going to eat some junk food every now and then, but I do feel better if I get, the right amount of protein and some vegetables and some fruit in there. So yeah, when I get stressed out, the eating habits go right out the window. I've been pretty good about not drinking a lot of pop, because that just destroys my stomach. I did have a pop 2 days in a row, and I felt very poorly last night because of that. I just can't do carbonation anymore. And I know that, so, but it doesn't mean I've been drinking a lot more water, which is also good for me. So kind of veering over into art territory, I get art newsletters in my email from a couple different artists. I got one this week from Robin Wall, who's somebody I've seen at local art festivals, and I signed up for her her newsletter. It's kind of interesting. This week she had a section in there about trying to collect 1,000 rejections, and that really kind of clicked something in my brain, because she was saying that getting those rejections means you're still in the game, that you're, and expanding on that in my brain, it was getting those rejections show you're still putting yourself out there and making the attempt to do something with that, instead of just sitting around waiting for somebody to find you and hand you an opportunity. And unless you're already really famous, that's generally not going to happen. You have to make the effort to put yourself out there, and part of putting yourself out there is getting those rejections. And in those 1,000 rejections, she says there's going to be some yeses along the way, and that's really cool. But the point wasn't to get the yeses; it was to get to the point where you've been rejected 1,000 times, just to know that you've put yourself out there that much, and there's going to be, you're going to be making connections, and people are going to start knowing your name more because you're putting your name out there, and like that. For me, it's scary because I rejection sensitivity, neurodivergence and all that. But sorry if I keep looking over here. I've been sticking things to my door instead of a cork board. So that just really spoke to me. It's like, yeah, that's scary to get rejections, but if you frame it a different way, saying like, I want to get X number of rejections because that shows I'm still trying. And I think that was really, that spoke to me in a way, I suppose, to be a... So art progress. I actually have a progress report for once instead of just like, oh, I got sad and didn't do anything. So it's not a ton of progress, but a little progress is still progress. I have been setting specific goals to work toward. I think I mentioned in my last vlog that like I'm really good at doing a job for other people. Like I can set goals, follow timelines. I'm really, really good at that, but I'm not good at that for myself because I don't treat my work at the same way. It's kind of like, oh, well, when I have time, and it really gets neglected. So what I want to do is treat it a little more seriously, more job-like, and hopefully not burn myself out, but it might happen. But so I'm setting specific goals to work toward, and setting deadlines to meet those goals. My deadlines are a little movable at this point because I have not worked to this scale, so I'm not sure how long specifically it is actually going to take me, but I'm going to aim for something. And then like the first project is really going to be a learning experience as to how much time it takes me to do stuff. So those goals I'm working toward, I am working on a zine, and I had little notes here on that. So that's in progress. I do also have, I got cat fur on my face for some reason. So I've got the planned out for an art piece for the Rita lore video that I want to do, and that piece will also double as like a character reference sheet for her. If I do Art Fight this year, who knows? That would be a good reference for that. So, and I would also like to have the making of that be the video for me talking about the Rita lore stuff. Once I've completed that video, I would like to make videos talking about my other characters, like for my projects, talk about them a little bit, their stories, just, you know, not like give away spoilers or anything for the stories, but just like talk about that, the characters, and I think that'd be great. It's Saturday, I shouldn't be surprised. And then as far as working toward my big projects, my big project is the one I keep calling the Galaxy Project. That is big, and I don't really want to start with that because I don't know what I'm doing yet, and I don't want to get in there and start it and realize I've really, really messed up like the first chapter, first volume or whatever, and just like have to start over on that. So I'm probably going to start with, I don't want to call it less important, but it's not as big of a baby for me. My character, Uriel, it's a little more Victorian Belle Epoque setting, supernatural. Sorry. If you hear scratching, Jack is in the litter box, which is over there. He has been confined to this office for a week and a half, and it's driving both of us insane. But he is doing better. But yeah, so I want to work on Uriel's project. It's got a lot of less things to it, so I think it'll be easier to break it down into a story for me to tell. And I really do want to use that as a learning experience for doing the Galaxy project stuff, which I'm still like overwhelmed by. There's just way too much information in my head about that. I suppose as far as like updates go too, I want to be more consistent with uploading to YouTube. So I'm going to try to aim to have videos up on Sundays. Oh, hello. Hello, Stinky Man. Yep, hi. Let's get your claws out of me. Sure, please, thank you. So I do want to aim for Sundays as an upload day. Hopefully I can do that. We'll see if like maybe it's 3 Sundays a month. I don't want to burn myself out. YouTube is not a money maker for me in any way. Hi, all 18 of my subscribers. I love you all. But I'd like to be more consistent with that. Again, that's with setting firm goals and meeting deadlines. So this is kind of that, even if it's just me doing a vlog, which is fairly easy, honestly. So that's really all I've got for this week. Yeah, we're only at 11-ish minutes, so this is a really short one for me. And I hope you all have a great week. I love you, and I'll see you later.